I am going to be trying to, I will move my computer back for this because the image on that side is gone. I'm going to be trying to upload a video as often as I can in December. I know my finals are coming up, so some of the videos are probably going to be short, but I'll try to think of something to talk about, and then I'll try to upload a video on it as often as I can. So yeah.
Please like and subscribe. Oh my god.
Hello. I know I'm a bit late to review this. However, I did need a few days to get my thoughts together. I just wrote some random notes in the span of like 5 minutes, just looking at 2 websites or stuff. So yeah, this is going to be my review of this year's Thanksgiving. Yep, I'm doing a holiday review. If I'm not gonna do reviews of music or something else, might as well do it on something that nobody expects. So yeah, Thanksgiving 2025. To give some context, which is why I wrote these notes on my phone, Thanksgiving, the myth of Thanksgiving, originates with the story of a peaceful feast in 1621 in Plymouth, Massachusetts, between English colonists and the Wampanoag people, between an indigenous people. And in the mid-1800s, Abraham Lincoln proclaimed it a holiday influenced by minds like Sarah Joseph Hale. But this feast was not really the quote-unquote peaceful feast that people were claiming it to be. The Wampanoag people were actually interacting with European traders and people who visited that place for many years before English colonists arrived to land. And in 1620, they just accepted to kind of help out the European colonists when they first arrived in America. And it was only for some political reason or some social reason that they decided to do that. And this is only a very rare occasion that these English colonists and indigenous people actually had a sort of non-violent interaction. It was pretty rare during that time, because most of the time the time was marked by land theft, disease, and violence against indigenous peoples. So indigenous peoples today actually have a national day of mourning on this day that most people would say is Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is also led way to a bunch of consumerism surrounding this day. You see a lot of sales at many stores around this time, and also Black Friday the day after Thanksgiving. So a lot of consumerism has crept into this occasion. The real way to celebrate Thanksgiving is to give thanks to your loved ones, your friends, your family, to everyone you know who has done you good. Giving thanks has actually been an indigenous tradition for a very long time. There are a bunch of traditions from a bunch of different indigenous peoples that you can learn about and that you can practice with people you know. But in my experience, when Thanksgiving rolls around, it's usually just a big meal with my family. Now that I'm in college, when Thanksgiving rolled around, there was a break from last week. Last Thursday and Friday, there were no classes. So I went home and I celebrated Thanksgiving with my family. We went to this cafe for lunch and we had a Thanksgiving lunch there because that was one of the only places around that was serving turkey at that time. And you know what? I don't know how turkey got into that. I didn't do the research for that, so I don't know if someone wants to comment. I know like no one's going to comment on this video, but if anyone wants to say where turkey came from, even if it's just a joke answer, please. But yeah, my family and we went to get lunch at this place, and I won't say the name of this place. I will not air them out because their turkey was not that good, honestly. Honestly, turkey by itself is just not good ever. If you want turkey, you gotta mix it with some other meat like ham, and that'll taste good. So, yeah, turkey, not that good. There was some good stuff at that place. There was, actually no, there were only they had only one entree that day. Like it was the Thanksgiving special, but it was the only thing they were serving that day. So that kind of, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. The food was okay, and the environment was all right. Although I did have the utmost misfortune of hearing a 6-7 joke from an adjacent table in Spanish. Okay, it was in Spanish. So which made it, I don't know if it made it better or worse. If it made it better that it was in Spanish, or worse that it was in Spanish. But yeah, we were just had lunch there, and then we went back, and I forgot what I did. I probably just hopped in VC with some friends, and then we had a good time afterwards, and I forgot about the rest of that day. And then the next days I had to just lock in on the rest of my assignments for college because it's week 10 and next week is finals week. We're on a quarter system and it goes so fast. Can we just go back to a semester system, please? But yeah, that was just my Thanksgiving with the content. I don't know why, I just had to structure the video this way, because usually, when the certain music reviewer reviews an album, he gives the context on the artist and the context on the album, and then he dives into the specific songs, and then he probably lists some lyrics, and then he goes over certain songs and if they were good, and then he goes over the album as a whole, and then he assigns a score at the end. So yeah, I give context to this event, and context if you want to educate yourself on the real misconstrued origin of Thanksgiving, then go ahead. It's just a Google search away. And then I gave my own experience on that day, what I did. And now I think it's gonna be to wrap it up with some final messages. Like I said, if you want to just learn about Thanksgiving, one Google search and a click or two away, and then you can read an entire article about it. But I think the real thing is you have to give thanks to everyone who has helped you out in your life, everyone who's gotten you to where you are, whether it be your family, your friends, your loved ones, your pets. You go thank your dog, thank your cat. Yeah, that's the essence of Thanksgiving, is to spread love and to appreciate everyone around you, because you never know how long you have them, and you have to give thanks to them every day. It should be every day. It shouldn't just be emphasized on this day, Thanksgiving. It should be every day. So yeah, that's it. You gotta give thanks to everyone. Oh, yeah, that being said, Thanksgiving 2025 is getting a light to decent 6. Alright. How does he know this? It's like a transition or something, right? Wait, what? What? How'd I get here? I thought I thought I was supposed to have like a pause, like a transition. Wait, how'd you just do that during that? Anyways, never mind. No, there's a video down. Where am I? Where am I actually? Am I on this side? Okay, I'm on this side, then I should be pointing like down. Yeah, okay, there's a video that you should check out, and I am going to try, okay, I'm back on the main screen. Okay, fine, okay.